Hello, boys and girls. My name is Miss Mary Beth, and I'm going to be your art teacher today. Today, we're going to learn how to draw a still life. Let me go ahead and open up my PowerPoint so you can see what I'm talking about. Give me a moment. Still life. This is a still life. What do you see? A still life is a work of art made up of objects that hold still. It can have fruit, a vase, flowers, or other objects. They're often resting on a table. So look, you can see the vase, the fruit, the flowers, and a great big table. The still life was first created in Holland in the 16th century. They were a way for artists to practice their drawing and painting skills. This still life was created by Vincent van Gogh. He is a painter from Holland. You'll notice in this one we have great big sunflowers in a vase and on a table. The nice thing about flowers and vases and fruit is that they do hold still. And when you're first learning to draw and paint, it's much easier to paint that than, let's say, maybe a new puppy. A new puppy would be like, it would be very crazy. But these objects hold still, so an artist can really work on their skills. This still life was created by Frida Kahlo. She's a Mexican painter. She painted fruit and a statue of a bird. Sometimes other things will come into still lifes too. I like how she sliced the fruit open. It makes me hungry. This still life was created by Georgia O'Keeffe. She's a painter from the United States. She likes to paint close-ups of flowers. She got so close to these ones, I think you can almost smell them. Here is a still life created by Mexican artist Diego Rivera. You'll notice in this one that we have a vase, we have fruit, a table. There's no flowers in this one though. I like this one because we're looking from up above, almost like we're a bird, the bird's eye view. We are going to be creating a still life with a vase, flowers, and a table. You might choose to draw just a few flowers. You might want to add lots of flowers. The choice is yours. Let's create. Give me 1 second to pull up my drawing board. You're going to be needing a piece of paper and a pencil. All right, here we go. This is going to be a fun one. So as you go to paint this or draw this, the first thing we're going to be doing with our pencil is drawing a squished circle. Now you do not want your squished circle to be, oh, tiny, tiny, tiny. You want it to be pretty good sized so that you have room for a few flowers. So I'm going to come and make a squished circle. Now, once I have my squished circle, I'm going to be adding the sides onto it. And we're going to come up to the edge, not far in, not clear out up here, just to the very edge. And we're going to come down and we're going to go out a little bit. And then we're going to go to the other side and we're going to do the same thing. We're making kind of a special vase today. It's a surprise. Now, onto each side of our vase, we are going to add a smile. So the bottom of the vase is a smile. Next, we're going to be adding a handle onto this one. So you add 1 half circle, and you add another half circle. And I thought it would be kind of fun to have our vase be a water can flower pot. So we're actually going to come a little ways in, and we're going to make a line that goes up. And then we're going to drop down a little bit, and we're going to make another line that goes up. So they are side by side. Now in here, I'm going to make a squished circle that touches. Now I need to erase this line right here. So I'm going to use my eraser and just take it out. That was easy. Now in here, I'm going to add a curved line. And then inside this squished circle, I'm going to make a few circles so the water can come out. So we have a watering can vase. Now it's time to make some flowers. I think it'd be nice to start with a rose today. So I'm going to come, I think I'm going to put this one right in the middle, and I'm actually going to start with the letter E. Actually, that's a backwards E, but that's okay. You can make a regular E, it doesn't matter. My camera flips things on me. Now I'm going to take and circle around that E. And then I'm going to keep circling all the way around and bring it up till it touches. Now underneath that, I'm going to make a little cup. Now my rose needs a stem, so I'm going to come up on one side of it, and as I draw, I'm going to actually bring my stem all the way to the very front edge of the vase. I'm not going to stop there. I have to come all the way down. And right now that stem is not looking very strong, so I'm going to take and add another one right next door to it. And I'm going to erase out this line right here. Now my rose is inside of the vase. And I can go ahead and add on some little petals too. There's my first flower. I think now I would like to make a sunflower. So I'm going to come up over here and I'm going to make a pretty good sized circle. Now I'm going to take and put on some petals. And I'm just going to make petals all the way around. And you can make your petals whatever shape you would like. Mine are kind of pointed. I just need to take them all the way. And there's my flower. Now this flower is going to need a stem too. So I'm going to come and draw a line all the way down into my vase, just like I did the last time. And right next door to it, I'm going to add another one. And that gives me my stem. Now, once again, I'm going to have to erase this line right here. And I might have to redraw in the lines on the sides. And if I want to add some leaves, I could add in some leaves. Okay, now I think I'm ready to make a tulip. I'm going to make my tulip right over here. To make a tulip, I actually start with kind of a cup shape or a U. And then on top of it, I add an upside down V. And next door to that, I'm going to make another V. upside down. And then I'm going to draw that line and curve it into the first one. And next, I'm going to make another upside down V next door to that. Then I'm going to draw a line down and curve it into the other one. And now I've got a tulip. Now, right now, my tulip is floating in the sky, so I'm going to give it a stem. Put it in my vase. But my stem needs strength, so I'm going to make another one right next door to it. I bring it all the way to the front edge of my vase. I'm going to have to erase that line. Might have to do a little repair work. And now I'm going to go ahead and add on some leaves. Now, if I wanted to, I could continue to add more flowers if I had room. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to be putting our flowers and vase onto a table. So I want to come up so I'm at least a little ways up into my vase. I don't want to go down at the bottom because that'll make it look like my vase is falling off the table. So I'm going to come up so I'm in the middle of my vase. I'm going to just draw a line across, and when I get to my vase, I'm going to hop, whoosh, I'm going to fly over and finish drawing it over. Now, all of a sudden, I have a flower, a vase, and a table. That was so easy to do. I think it would be nice for us to have a tablecloth on our table. So we're going to make kind of a fancy tablecloth. We're going to come over to one side, and we're going to draw a triangle. And then we're going to go to the other side, and we're going to draw another triangle. So just a triangle on each side. That was pretty easy. Now we're going to come from one side, and we're going to take and we're going to draw a line down to this corner. So we're going to go down into our corner. So I just went over a little ways and then drew a line down into my bottom corner. And I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to go over a little ways and then draw a line into my bottom corner. Now for my next one, I'm actually going to go to my vase and draw from the bottom of my vase down to the bottom. I'm going to go over a little bit and do the same thing on the other side. And I have one line left to draw, just straight down. So right now I have in a striped tablecloth, but we're actually going to make a checkerboard. We're going to get really fancy. So we're going to go to our top line here that we drew, and we're going to drop down just a little ways. This is pretty easy. We're going to draw a line. When we get to our vase, we're going to fly over the top and draw a line. That wasn't so hard. And now we're going to drop down a little ways, and we're going to draw a line all the way across. If we come into our vase, we'll hop again. There we go. Now we have a checkerboard. So easy. And now if you wanted to draw any decorations or designs onto your flower pot, you could as well. Could actually be really easy. Maybe you would want to do a circle or a curved line. Underneath it, another curved line. Now I have a stripe. And then maybe I wanted to add a shape in there. Maybe I wanted to add circles. So now my flower pot has some decorations. Now at this point, I can either leave my drawing as a black and white drawing, just a line drawing, it's already beautiful. Or if I wanted to, I could take some color into it. Now I happen to have crayons around here, so I went and colored mine in with crayons. But you can use anything you want, markers, paint, anything you have. But just know that they also look really, really nice just as a line drawing as well, okay? So the choice is yours. So if you want, you can take and color yours in. You'll notice I added extra flowers into this one as well. So if you want to add extra flowers, take your time and do that too. All right, I'm going to go back. Give me one moment. All right, boys and girls, it was so nice to teach you about still lifes today. I hope you really enjoyed your lesson and that you're able to keep making still lifes on your own now that you know how to do it. I can't wait to see some of your drawings online. If you get a chance, have your teacher post them. I'll see you next week for your next lesson with Miss Mary Beth. Bye-bye.